Hello. So this is technically day 8 of Vlogmas. Missed yesterday. Yesterday was a bit of a nightmare. I'm sure you're all aware of the storm. Unfortunately, we live right in the middle of the red area, which meant our emergency alarms all went off on our phones. That was frightening. I thought we were about to be nuked or something. Not only did that happen about 6:30 yesterday afternoon, no, Friday afternoon, but they went off again at 3 AM on Saturday morning. Don't think I've jumped that high for a very long time. It was an interesting experience. So that happened. Our power is back on now. We've only had a few little outages here in my village, luckily. My parents' power has been off for 36 hours, maybe more now. They're still without power. They have got no heating, no way of cooking, no way of warming up. They went to McDonald's. McDonald's was closed today because their food deliveries couldn't get through. So yeah, my hair's wet, by the way. Well, damp. Just got out of the shower. Yeah, so today has very much been a get cozy day. I think it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I've just had a shower. The boys have gone to get haircuts and to the big Tesco. So I am taking advantage of the peace and quiet. Had a shower. I'm going to dry my hair. I've put my pyjamas on already. 2:30 in the afternoon. Why not? And I am going to open my advents and then knit. And perhaps put Vlogmases on. I need to catch up with Vlogmases. I'm on like people's day 4. So I've got a few to catch up with. I think with yesterday's advents, I will just sort of put them really quickly with some music over the top. I haven't done my Toft advent from yesterday. It was just all a bit of a nightmare. What I did do yesterday was chart the yoke for the Gansey. That was a bit more of a job than I expected. Once I checked my gauge and I realised that my gauge for this Gansey is 13 rows for an inch and 11 stitches, I realised that the front half of the yoke is, I think, 200 and something, 208 stitches wide and 121 rows. So that was quite a large area to chart. I've done it. It was a lot of maths. I don't know how it's going to go because now I'm knitting back and forth rather than in the round, so it's all back to front, and where knits are pearls, pearls are knits and stuff. I'm not sure. It's okay. I've done 6 rows. Have I? Yeah, I've done 6 rows of 121 today. There are 7 days left until my dad's birthday. I don't know how far I'm going to get. Because it's not just 121 rows on the front, it's also that on the back as well, even though that's just plain. And then there's the sleeves. I haven't charted the sleeves yet. I'm not going to do it. But there we are. You can see where I've got to, and I will finish it as soon as possible then. It's just, my hands hurt so much from all the knitting. I have flared up my tendonitis. I've had to wear splints last night because my hands are so bad. yeah, so it's a little bit hurty. Never mind. It's on its way. Probably about halfway through. No. Halfway without the sleeves. Yeah, we'll go with halfway. Yeah, so that's what I did yesterday, all the charting and all that. It took a lot longer hours than I thought. Today, so far, I have finished the main part of the sweater. I've put the underarm gussets onto waist yarn, split the back and the front into flat sections. Nothing else has happened really. That's it. Not a very interesting weekend. It was quite worrying at points, especially because there's a huge conifer tree at the back of the house. It was looking a bit swayy, but it's fine. It's still standing. Everything's still standing. Play Elton John song here. I won't because of copyright, but you know, hopefully my parents' power will come back at some point today. It's supposed to be back on by 6. We shall see. Yeah, so I will now open today's advents, which I haven't even done yet, and that will I'll put my like Dylan Thomas thingies up. I'll just do one film of the day today. I think you don't want to be listening to 2 cheesy films of the day, really. Yeah, so I'll do that, and I'm starting to waffle now, so I will see you in a bit.
How can I feel the joy of being with you? How can I chase the pain away for good? Well, this is calling me, all is not true. I bring some mistletoe with me. Christmas is waiting for you. It'll never start without you, never start without you. Christmas is all about you. I see everywhere around the fairies of December. I see everywhere around the fairies of December. Can you feel the joy when Santa Claus comes to town? Santa Claus has come to town. Have you wrote your list to get up for good? Hurry down the chimney tonight.
The award-winning Nosgallen road races are held in the town of Mountain Ash in Rhondda Cynon Taf on New Year's Eve. Not only do the races attract over 1,700 competitors each year, but a staggering 10,000 spectators turn up to cheer on the runners. It's definitely a New Year's Eve with a difference, and people can enjoy food, entertainment and fireworks. There's also a mystery runner who is usually a Welsh sporting personality. The mystery runner carries the Nosgallen torch and ignites the beacon in the centre of town. Following the highly anticipated arrival of the mystery runner, the spectacular fireworks display lights up the sky and the evening ends with a fun run and the elite races. Years and years ago, when I was a boy, when there were wolves in Wales, and birds the colour of red flannel petticoats whisked past the harp-shaped hills, when we sang and wallowed all night and day in caves that smelt like Sunday afternoons in damp front farmhouse parlours, and we chased, with the jawbones of deacons, the English and the Bears. Before the motor car, before the wheel, before the Duchess-faced horse. When we rode the daft and happy hills bareback, it snowed and it snowed. But here a small boy says, "It snowed last year too. I made a snowman, and my brother knocked it down, and I knocked my brother down, and then we had tea." Okay, day 8 of the Fibre Fox Advent. Ooh, we're really going purpley now. Oh, that's so pretty. I'm going to have to put these on some waste yarn very soon because otherwise I'm going to get confused. Look at that fade. Also, Jess from Hook and Cwtch commented on my vlog the other day when I was showing this square. And she mentioned undyed yarn. Well, if I do the first square of this blanket in undyed yarn and then go from there, instead of having a 4x6 blanket, I can have a 5x5 blanket, which will be even better. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to find, I'm sure I've got undyed minis here somewhere. I'm going to find an undyed mini. I'm going to make a plain square. That will be square number 1, and then I'm going to go through the fade. I'm so excited about this blanket. So excited. Oh, it's going to be so pretty. Only thing is, I'm not going to want to use it. Beautiful. Day 8 of Blue Fern yarns. Ooh, bonus. I love a twirl. Oh, look at this. Oh, we're going red, burgundy, black, purple. Oh my gosh. Oh, this fade is also amazing. My light has just gone really weird again. Look at that, Blythe. Come here. Would you like to look? Would you like to look at this little bag? Oh, Maddie's here to look too. No? Does that interest you? Bless you. No? Oh yeah, yesterday I saw on, where did I see it? I can't remember where I saw it. It might have been Instagram. Apparently there is a new version of the habitation throw out, and instead of using 10-gram minis, it uses 20 grams, which is so exciting because I absolutely love my habitation throw. And the only downside to it is that it only uses 10-gram minis. And all my Advents this year are 20 grams. So instead of a garment for this, I'm thinking habitation throw, a 20-gram habitation throw. How amazing would that be in these colours? But then also garment. No, do you know what? I use blankets. That is what I use. Garments, yes, I love garments, but I'm a very hot person and I get hot a lot. So I don't tend to wear anything other than t-shirts. Oh, look at that. Oh, that would be a glorious habitation throw. I think I might have to do it. 20-gram habitation throw. How cool would that be? Look. Okay, day 8 of the Phantasm Advent by Hook and Cwtch. Ooh. That looks quite seasidey. Oh, it's a dragon. Okay. Wow. I'm rubbish at guessing yarns. I think I got them all wrong last year. So don't come to me for yarn guesses. Oh, that is nice. This is also going to be a blanket. I have decided that I'm going to do the pattern that comes with the Advent because my reasoning is it's a blanket. I use blankets. because there are 20 gram mini skeins, 50 gram mini skeins, and then 100 grams, and it's all planned for in the blanket. Why not make the blanket? Instead of deliberating for months on patterns, which is what I do, and then I never get round to doing them, which is why I've got a cupboard full of old advents. I'm going to do the blanket that this advent, the pattern that this advent came with. So yesterday's Toft advent was more yarn, and look at the beautiful colour. It is beetroot, and it's looking a bit brown on the camera, but it's not. It's a really nice deep plummy red colour. No, I can't get it to show up. That's a shame. But yeah, so beetroot we had yesterday, and then day 8, I think I know what this is. You can see it poking out. Yeah, it's a box of stuffing. So, in a bit, I'm going to catch up because I haven't done yesterday's or today's. Yes, catch up with Toft, then back to the Gansey while watching Vlogmas. What a nice Sunday afternoon. I shouldn't have eaten my twirl. It's okay, I'm sure there's chocolate here somewhere. Right, time to enjoy some peace and quiet before the boys come home. The next one I chose, I went onto the Hallmark channel, and I thought, right, I'm going to pick the one with the most, you know, tacky, horrendous sounding name. And I came across this one, the Christmas Cookie Catastrophe. How good is that for a title? When I put it on, weirdly, the main actress in it was the same one as in the Christmas Carousel. I didn't particularly like her as a Hallmark Christmas actress. Thought she was a bit dull, really. But nevertheless, she was in this film and it was not good. You know, I mean, it's got cookies in the title. You'd think you'd see the cookies more and it would be more cookie orientated, but it was really quite boring, which is disappointing, because if you're going to make a Christmas film about a cookie catastrophe and have that Christmas cookie catastrophe alliteration in the title, you know, you're giving me high expectations with that, and then the reality of it was boring. What a shame. What a shame. That had great potential. Ruined. So for me, the Christmas Cookie Catastrophe gets 2 out of 5, and I'm only giving it 2 because one of those stars is for the title, because the title's great. Shame about the film. So I thought I'd quickly show you the Gansey as it is now. Please excuse any pet hair. It is an absolute nightmare for showing hair. So I am on this top bit now, where this panel, only it's a lot bigger than what it looks like in the picture. So this is my rough chart, and I've gone for herringbones either side, then lighthouses with like a light going up, and then that middle section there, because it's so big I've had to chart it like on a million different charts. So the middle section there is going to have this anchor that I've charted. I'll go back to the beginning just so I know where I was. And So I've started it, and I've separated each section with stitch markers. So I've got the herringbones, then the lighthouse. I can't really see anything yet, but it's there, look. Then the middle bit, which is just plain stitches at the moment. I haven't got to the anchor yet. And then the same on the other side, using my glorious, if I'm counting, stitch markers from Tom Dyson. Why is the light gone all orange? What's a strange light? The light's absolutely fine. I don't know why it's gone orange. Yeah, so that is the front, and then the underarm gussets are half done now. So, gosh, there's a lot of waste yarn and hanging off yarn and everything. It's quite hard to show you needles and cables and snow. Oh god, sorry. Yeah, so there's the underarm gusset so far. So that is halfway done. That is now on waste yarn. And what happens then is once the top and bottom are knitted, the arms will sort of go around here, and the other half of the gusset will go up the underside of the arm. So the whole front now is on one straight needle, and then the back is on a different straight needle. And the needles are so thin that my needle stoppers keep falling off because they're just so loose, because they're only 2.25mm needles. So they're actually a bit pointless. I'm going to put that away because otherwise I'll lose it. So yeah, that is how it is so far, but it's huge. I hope it's not too big for him. I do have one of his jumpers here that I asked my mum to sneak me last week just to check the measurements. And it looks okay, I think. Hopefully it will be. So yeah, that is where I'm up to. That is a lot of knitting. A lot of knitting. 7 days to go. Thought I'd quickly just do a Jon Snow update. I also managed to find a tub of celebrations, so they will be happening shortly. But Jon Snow remains in the box, which we haven't been able to move from the bed. We did try, but he sulked, so we had to give it back. And there he has remained. He only comes out for food and the toilet, and then he's straight back in there because he's too worried that one of the other cats will take it. They've all tried to have a turn. Maggie was in there for a bit earlier, which really annoyed Jon Snow, but he's back. Jon Snow! Jon Snow! Why won't you look at me? Your ear's looking at me. Jon Snowy! Look at me! He said, no, you'll take my box. Jon Snow. Jon Snow. Oh, he's so rude. Jon Snow. Dreamies? Dreamies? Yeah, you look for that, won't you? You look for dreamies, won't you? Are you going to get out of the box? Well, there's no need to look at me like I'm stupid. I know there's not much chance of you getting out of the box. He's broken the box a little bit as well because he's slightly too big for it. Jon Snow. Oh, bless. Is that comfy? Cardiff is the capital city of Wales, and its Christmas market spreads over the city from early November right through until a few days before Christmas, with plenty of stallholders showcasing their goods. This well-established Christmas market, sited in the heart of Cardiff city centre, has been organised and successfully run for 30 years. A huge variety of food, gifts and crafts are available, and sellers switch throughout the festive period to keep the market fresh and exciting, even for those visiting more than once. Once you have explored the market, you could visit Christmas at Butte Park with its magical light trail. The park is transformed into a winter wonderland during December, and you can wind your way through a breathtaking spectrum of illuminations, sculptures and special effects. But that was not the same snow, I say. Our snow was not only shaken from whitewashed buckets down the sky. It came shawling out of the ground and swam and drifted out of the arms and hands and bodies of the trees. Snow grew overnight on the roofs of the houses like a pure and grandfather moss, minutely ivied the walls and settled on the postman opening the gate like a dumb, numb thunderstorm of white torn Christmas cards.